Hello, it's Dwight Cliff Jr. here, one half of Cliff and Cliff. And of course, today I'm going to talk to you about sole proprietorship versus an LLC. But first, I want to give you the opportunity to subscribe to our channel. Please like this video if you like its content. If you like us, you like me. Also, hit the bell to get a notification whenever we upload content, exactly like this here. Yeah, and so also leave us a comment, let us know what you think. So let's get right into it, why don't we? Well, actually, let me tell you a quick story real quick about why our experience with sole proprietorship and why we converted to an LLC. So Dwight Senior has always ran our business as a sole proprietorship before I even got into the business. And so it was just easier for him tax-wise. He didn't have to do too much thinking. Very simple. But I'm going to tell you where it hindered us. We couldn't get a line of credit. I put together so many business plans, beautiful business plans, 100-page business plans, took it to the bank, like this is what we're going to do, this how we want to do it. And no. Every door got shut in our face. And so when I finally got into the business after graduating from college, I was like, hey, Dad, I think we should turn this to an LLC, and this is why. Kind of the same reasons here behind me, but I'm going to get into that. And so I don't think there's no coincidence that we were able to obtain a line of credit the first year of us converting to an LLC. So I don't think it's not the only factor, but I think it's a major factor on why we got it. So an LLC is very important, or even some type of S Corp, C Corp. A corporation is very important because you get taken more seriously by different entities that are to be. Your banks, your institutions like your Lowe's, your material suppliers, you just get taken a lot more seriously. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Sole proprietorship. I got no employees up here. Of course, you can hire employees as a sole proprietor, but it doesn't make any sense. A sole proprietorship is not built for employees, for you to have employees for it. It just doesn't make sense because you don't have any veil protection. I'll get into that next. Well, that's really a perfect segue. You don't have any protection. You put all your personal assets at risk because they're all tied to your business. If one of your clients want to come after you, there's no corporate veil of protection there. It's all your personal home, your car, your boat, your toys, all of that down the drain because you didn't have that corporate veil of protection. Then also, as the sole proprietor, you're using your personal social security number for everything that you sign for in your business. When you're going to get that line of credit at Lowe's, that Home Depot, that local lumber yard, that local supply place, you're putting on your social security number for all of that stuff, and that goes back to your personal credit, not your business credit. So you can't build business credit as a sole proprietor. But on the other hand, as an LLC, you can absolutely do that. I'm starting back at the top. Employees, you got a personal veil of protection with your employees. So you're not hiring people. Let's just create a fake fictitious company name. Joe Blow Construction can now hire people versus Joe Blow himself. So Joe Blow LLC can hire employees and be perfectly protected, but not Joe Blow himself. So having that corporate veil of protection is very important. Liability protection. I think I've spoken this to death, but you can protect yourself. You can protect yourself. You can protect yourself, your family, your company. If somebody wants to go after you, they can come after the company, but they can't come after you personally. And that's a beautiful thing. If it's available, why not use it? The man who reads and chooses not to read has no advantage over the man who does not know how to read. And so, please read. And then you can build your business credit. Again, we've been able to open up many lines of credit for our business at a lot of our local supply yards, your Lowe's, your Home Depot, the big box stores, and we're able to put down our EIN number. Now, I will say this. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes they're going to still ask you to sign personally for it. That's cool. And then some places will give you a larger line of credit if you if you become personal liable for it. If you become personal personally liable for that account. I know that where we get our citing from sometimes, when I was setting up that line of credit, he wanted me to personally sign for it so that we can increase our line of credit from like 10,000 to 15,000. No big deal. We don't do that much business with them, but I went ahead and did it just so we can up our line of credit with them. But ultimately, you start to build up that line of credit. You build up your business credit, and then when you go to sign stuff, you don't have to co-sign things. Your businesses can handle that weight. And then here's another one, a big difference: taxes. When you're an LLC, your business isn't taxed. You're treated just like a sole proprietor for the most part. If you got multiple partners, that's where the difference is really. So like for me and Senior, when we go to fill out our taxes every year, we turn in our K1, we file that because that has to be sent, but the business is not taxed. So the business just has to turn in a report to the IRS like, hey, this is what we did as a business. So they have all that information in one place. But then you still do your 1040s. You're still personal 1040s. And so like, let's say me and Senior were 50-50 in our business. Whatever profit or, that bottom line number we brought in after all expenses, we split that 50-50 on our 1040. So if we made 100,000 one year, after all the deductions and fees on our K1, he would take that 50,000, I would take 50,000, and that's what our personal liability would be for. If they're, I'm not going to get too technical into that. I suggest you talk with a tax professional or your lawyer or something like that. But that's how we do things. So at the end of the year, he takes a portion of the profits, I take a portion of profits, and then we have to pay taxes on that. So that's the biggest thing. And here's also where people get in trouble, where the LLC or the sole proprietorship doesn't matter. If you are using a business credit card or you're using your personal card to buy business things, and then you're using your business card to buy personal things, and you're intermingling funds different ways like that, the IRS and different entities think that, you start to lose that corporate veil of protection when you start to do things like that. So that's something to be wary of and to be conscious of. So we only use our business cards for business things and our personal card for personal things. And if you need to buy something, make sure you transfer that money as a payment to yourself so that you can legally have a leg to stand on if you ever have to come in that scenario. It's always better to be safe than sorry. And so that, if you got any more questions, I would love to know what you think about this video. If you want to see more, let me know what kind of video you want to see. I'd be more than happy to do that. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to get notification when we upload more videos. Dwight Cliff here, Cliff and Cliff. Thank you for watching.